In today's digital world, coding is a very valuable thing to have. Whether you want to build mobile apps, games, or even websites, coding is a great way to manipulate your ideas into reality. With the same thought in mind, today in this video, we are going to create a responsive form that you can use in your business app, you can use in your own personal portfolio websites to communicate with the people. So, without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. Now, as you can see, I am in my VS Code, and here to create a responsive form, you can even use Bootstrap files, you can use Tailwind files. But today in this video, we are going to create the responsive form by using index.html, means the HTML code as well as the CSS code manually only. So let's create first the index.html file here. After creating the index.html, we need to create the style.css file for our stylings. Okay. Now this file is going to have the basic skeleton of the web page, and this is going to have the stylings. Okay, so let's give the basic boilerplate here and say like responsive responsive form in HTML and CSS. Okay, now let's do that, and after that let's connect our CSS file here. That's it. Now after that let's go here, and in this style.css we are going to say like body. First the padding to be equal to 0 and the margin to be equal to 0. Then we need a background color. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to select background color, and let us look for background color. Let's take a linear gradient here. So we can't do like this, so we need to write like background to be a linear gradient. Okay, so inside the linear gradient we need to give the linear. Okay, so let's pick out a good one from Google. So let's say dark blue linear gradient CSS. Okay, let's see that. What's the blue gradient? And okay, let's see. Okay, so here we are getting a lot of um, good background colors. So let's select one of them. Let's select this one, rich neighbor, and after that let's just copy the CSS. And after that let's go here and say that's it. After that you can see background color is this, background image is this. Okay, so let's save this thing, and now let's go back here. Let's close this thing here, and here to run this we need to click on go live. Okay, as you can see here it is. So you can see that we are having a blue background. After that what we are going to do, we are going to say a responsive form. That's why we are going to just give a logo here. So for the logo, what we are going to do, let's search here for getbootstrap.com. After that we are going to go to icons, and in the icons let's search form for form, and in the form what we are going to do, okay, so let's take this icon. This is, yeah, this is good. So let's copy the SVG here. Now let's go here and say like, okay, so here we are going to say a container. We are going to make a container, and inside the container we are going to have like responsive forms. Okay, let's say responsive form. A title, very suitable title. Let's give this, and let's make first one h1 here, and in the h1 we are going to give this responsive form title, and after that in the h1 we are going to give like class title. Okay, we're going to just save this thing here, and we are going to go here and select dot title. On the title what we are going to do, we are going to say like color color white. After that we are going to say like font family roboto. Let's save this. After that let's go back here. You can see that here it is. So responsive form, and even before this I want to give that icon that we were having. So let's paste the icon here. So let's go back here. So you can see something like this, a very small icon is there. Now what we are going to do, we are going to just put this icon inside. Let's cut this here and put it inside here. After that you can see that it's coming like this, right? So let's increase the width to 30 and the height to 30. Let's see what will happen. So let's do this. Yeah, it's fine. Now after that what we are going to do, the second thing we are going to do is we are going to move this container from here to there. So let's say dot container, and in the container we are going to say like width 100%, height 100 vh. After that we are going to say like align display flex, align items center, justify content center, and flex direction we are going to give column. Save this. So now after that's done, you can see something like this. Okay, so there's a flex direction of column. So let's give one input box here. That's going to be our first one. Even before that, let's give a form tag. And in the form tag, we are going to okay. Inside this, we are going to say input tag. Let's see. So you can see something like this, right? So we are having, okay. So in form, we are having like first for the name, the second for the age. Let's take the age as well. So name, age, email address, and then we are going to have, okay, first name, last name, age, email address, password. Okay, so I think approximately we need to make five. Okay, so let's make five input box here. Input into five dot, in each we are going to give a class here, and we are going to select inp in it's a class here. And after that is done, okay, so let's make a spacing here. After that, in each we are going to give some placeholder. And how I'm doing this, just press the alt and then click. Now play a placeholder and then enter your, and then we are going to say name. In the first one, the first name, the first underscore name, last underscore not underscore but last name, and in the first one as well a space, simple space, and then age. After that, enter your email address. Then we are going to say password. After that, what we are going to do, we are going to say like this, and then we are going to go here and select dot inp. We are going to say margin top. First of all, the margin top we are going to give 20 pixels. Okay, let's save this, and now let's go back. So you can see something like this is there. So we are having like flex direction column, right? So why is it not happening like that? Let's row, not like this. We want column only. So it's not aligning like that. Okay, so let's give one br and try. Will the br also work or not? Let's save this. No, yeah, that's good. So now after that, what we are going to do, we are going to say like width. We are supposed to give the width to be like 100%. Okay, it will just wait a while. I'm just saving that. Yeah. Okay, so let's give it in pixels. Let's give like 300 pixels, 200 pixels. Okay, let's give 200 pixels, and after that dot inp 200 pixels class inp, right? So we are just giving the class inp dot inp margin top. Okay, so let's give the height 30 pixels. Okay, it's yeah, it's affecting that. So let's give like 300 pixels. Yeah, let's increase it. Let's give it to up to 400 pixels, and yeah. Now after that, let's give like border radius. That's also unnecessary. So let's give 20 pixel border radius, and after that we are going to say text align center. Let's do that, and now you can see something like this, right? Now after that we are going to select outline none and the border none. Okay, let's do the border none, and that's it. Let's save this and see. So you can see, enter your first name, last name, age, email address. You can see something like this, right? And the password. Okay, so enter your email address first, second, this. Okay, so that's fine. Now after that we are going to say the type also. So the first text, the second, the age is going to be the number, the email is going to be email, password is going to password. That's it. Let's save this and let's go back. So you can see something like this, right? And the password, right? Now the next thing, Okay, let's take some good font for the website. So let's go here to fonts.google.com, and at this place let's select one font. Okay, so let's select Open Sans here, and at the date import let's select this thing here. Let's copy this, and now let's go here in and paste it at the top. We are going to paste it. Okay, and after that, at this place we are going to just import this by using Ubuntu Sans Serif. Let's copy this, let's paste it. Now you can see something like this, right? So you can see the font, the change in the font is there, right? So there is a font. Now if I write something, that's also in the same form. And after that's done, okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is a button. So let's go here and say, okay, let's check, is it responsive or not? So let's go here and say inspect, and we are going to do like this. Okay, so something like this is happening. Okay, let's go to any device like okay, so at this place it's okay. Okay, so at this place it's like overlapping, right? So for that we need to do one thing. We need to go here and say, and we are going to say background size. The background size is going to be covered, and the background repeat is going to be none, and background attachment, the background attachment is going to be fixed. That's it. Let's save this and let's go back. So now if I go back and reload it, so you can see it's fine now, right? So now it's fine. Now if I go to this device, yeah, now also it's fine. So now at this place as well. Now if I go to responsive one, and if I just do like this, so now also everything is fine. Okay, what's about the logo here? The logo is fine. Yeah, the logo is fine. Now as you can see, yeah, it's like responsive at this point. Now after that, let's go ahead and add a button here. And at this place, let's go here and say like a button. Let's make a button here. So after that, that's all done. We are going to say after the BR, let's say button, and the button type is going to be submit, and let's say submit. And now here's the main thing. In the button, we are going to give a class here, and the class of the button is going to be submit underscore btn. Okay, let's copy this same class and go to the style file to style it. Okay, so let's go here and paste this class here, and let's give the width of the class to be equal to the text boxes, like 400 pixels. Okay, let's copy and paste some common things in both of them. So let's like copy margin top, this thing here, this thing here. For the border radius, we are going to copy. Text align center is also required. Outline, border, yeah, all the styling, same stylings. Paste it, and after that, okay, in the font size also I want to change. So let's change the font size here to 17 pixels. Okay, let's save this, and after that let's go edit and back. So you can see something like this, right? Now we are also having one button, so let's go to normal mode. Okay, so let's go here and go to the normal mode. I can see in the submit button, it's like very simple. Let's font size 20 pixels. Let's go back, so you can see something like this, right? Now let's increase the height a little bit, like 40 pixels. Okay, let's add this. Yeah, now it's fine. Now let's do the background color as well. Now in the background color we are going to give like green, but let's choose a appropriate color here. Let's select some color like this, right? It's fine. Now let's go back. So okay, so we want even, okay, so if you see, like if I go here and say like get bootstrap.com, now yeah, we are having the documentations. In the documentation we are having in the components a button, right? So in the buttons we are having this color, success color, right? So let's check this, which color is this, right? So let's check this out. So we are going to just inspect it using the color picker, and let's check this thing here. Let's copy this. Yeah, now let's go back here and just paste the same hexadecimal here. Yeah, so let's save this, and after that we are going to give a color as well of white. Let's save this. So that's it. Now let's go back here so you can see something like this. Now we are having a submit button, right? One more thing is left, that's like cursor pointer. Now that's also done. So you can see cursor pointer is also there. So yeah, that's all done. Now one more thing I want to tell you, that suppose if you want, okay, so that's not required at this place. I want to tell you that suppose sometimes this happen like autocomplete comes. So that seems to be very irritating for the website. So you can even switch it to off by using there is an app attribute here, and you can say like autocomplete, right? Autocomplete. Autocomplete you can set it to false, like off. Then there may not be any kind of autocomplete. Okay, let's copy this and try this for the email one. So let's go here and paste it here. Let's save this and let's go back. So let's check this. Now also it's coming, so means in email it's going to come. Okay, so let's go back. But suppose if you're having normal text box in which some useless autocompletes are coming, then you can use this to prevent that. Okay, so just save this at this point, and now you can see that we are having a completely responsive form. Now if I go to any device, you can see, yeah, it's working fine. No, yeah, that was all about how you can code your own responsive form by using simple HTML and CSS only. So you can even add a lot of things to it, like whenever someone submits a form, you will redirect to any other page. You can add form validation by using JS. That's all about JS. Okay. So right now you can see it's ready. So you can even host it by using GitHub. So yeah, that's all for this video. Meet you in the next video with some new built-in technology. Till then, see you.